Okay, so sorry about that, I got interrupted. So this is part 2 on how to do the new moon calendar. And anyways, I was going over mounting on cardstock. So what you want to do on, mounting on poster board. You can mount it on either side, but I chose to mount it on the side that's the more of the rough texture, not the smooth texture, just to assure that it'll stick on there really good, because you want it to really stick on there. So after you mount, make sure you smooth it out, and you can use one of those cool brayers that they have. I don't have one handy to show you. Word of advice, if you're using an inkjet printer, you know how inkjet tends to smear? So I'd wait, number 1, until it dries completely. And number 2, use a paper towel, actually, to smooth it out, because fingers get kind of wet and greasy, and you want to make sure that you don't get anything on your pictures. And so just kind of go like that, just smooth it out after the glue. So anyway, after that, you've got your nicely mounted background. So you come back over to the lovely printed out squares that you did earlier. So you've got this, set this aside, because you're done with this now, and now the fun part. Now this is going to require a lot of time. It's not a lot of time, it's just a lot of patience, and you have to be good with an X-Acto knife. So what you want to do is you want to cut out each square on 3 sides. So it'll basically, what your goal is so that each square lifts up like that. Okay? And you have to use an X-Acto knife for this. I've tried using scissors. I've tried using a cutting rotary blade, whatever. None of them work as precise as an X-Acto knife. And you get a nice clean cut that way. And you can do it in front of the TV, just as long as you're not watching TV or concentrating on what you're doing. So it's actually really easy. It just takes a lot of time to do. So you want to just make sure each of the numbers are cut out, and I did a little bit on this just to show you the effect of it, and obviously I didn't finish. So your ultimate goal after that is what you want to do is you're ready to mount this on top of here. So you take out your glue stick again, and you run it, and you just kind of take it and put it all over except on the squares. You want to make sure you don't put it on the squares, so just take it and put it on the top and just kind of make like a grid pattern, like a map or something. Like you're driving a car on a road and it's a grid map, that kind of thing. You're going around the buildings. Yes, I'm a dork. So after that, after it's all glued and everything, and make sure you glue the outside too, or you can actually cut this out like I have done with this one. As you can see, it's not the 8.5 by 11 size anymore. You can do that too, whatever you prefer. So you want to lay this on top and make sure everything is lined up. Okay, make sure it's lined up. Okay, so if you printed this out right, then everything should match up perfectly. And then you kind of smooth it out, do the paper towel thing again, or whatever you need to do. You can use your hand like this. Don't use your fingers though, because fingers smear ink. And I just cannot stand inkjet ink, but that's what we all have, so that's what we have to work with. Anyways, so after you're done with that, you should be able to take your finger and lift up and reveal a new moon quote. Like that. Pictures, quotes, whatever, and they should stick right in place like that. That's why I say use an X-Acto blade, and it has to be on the same sheet of paper, because any of the nooks and crannies that you get from cutting with an X-Acto knife will help hold it in place. So it'll stay in place if you want to give this as a gift or something. Okay, so the finished product, I already showed everybody this, but what I did here was I printed it on scrapbook paper. You can do that too. And I also took numbers that you can buy at a craft store, just sticker numbers, and I just kind of stuck them on the squares before cutting them out, and then I took an X-Acto blade and cut them out, and it kind of works the same way. But it's just more colorful and fun. And then on the top, I made a little thing that says New Moon 30-Day Countdown. You can do that. It's real easy. Just do it on your computer or whatever. You can even write it out, whatever. If you're scrapbook savvy and can stick on letters or have a Cricut a Cricut, then you can do that. And I put a little background on the back there just in case I happen to flip it over for some reason. There's lots of cool scrapbook papers out there, so anyway, that is how it's done. It's really easy. It probably takes, it depends on how fast you are at cutting squares with an X-Acto knife. I don't recommend this for kids because it does involve a sharp object. I would say they can help you out with the gluing part and deciding what pictures to put in, and maybe the cutting part around with like some safety scissors or something. But with the X-Acto knife, definitely not. So I hope that you enjoyed my little tutorial. This is my first one. I'm really excited about it. And I hope that you've learned how to do it, and I hope that you make lots and lots and lots of fun new moon countdown calendars. And you can do this for anything, actually. This pattern can be used as a Christmas advent calendar. It can be used as a countdown to someone's special birthday. It can be used as let's think about Eclipse. It's coming out soon, right? We can do one for Eclipse. So thanks for watching. Bye.